Hello, everyone. Well, there's no one here yet, but I'm going to say hello to everybody. Yeah, it's been I've been back with the flu again, with the results of no energy, no. I went really bad. Had the flu, symptoms of no energy. My legs gone weak. I said I've got no product to put out anyhow. Only what I had. I got to pick up some steel this week and some sheeting. I got to order um, the three burners for it and lighters and the pile of light and all that's there. Going to have a pile of light. You turn it on, it'll be 240 volt. Hi to the bloke, whoever's watching. Thanks for watching. Um, yeah, about give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, mate. It'd be a good one. Or a comment too. I got two people. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do with the oven. It's a big job. It's a lot of stuff I got to order, and it takes a fair while to get it, if you can get it. I don't know what to do. I said I'm going to order the insulation, which is uh, 2 inches thick. The first layer is 2 inches thick, and then there's an inch layer that goes in over the top of that and covers all the steel. So there's no steel getting from the centre. It covers it. So there's all heat is kept inside. I'm trying to work it out as I go. Thanks, mate. We appreciate you watching. At least I've got a watch. Someone watched it for a while. If you just want to have a chat, ask me anything you want to ask about the shop, about what's going on. I said I'll try to do the right thing. I said I don't do these live feeds very often, but tomorrow's a family. Oh, I lost the other one too. Tomorrow's a family day, so we go shopping. I take my boy shopping, do his shit. Yeah, so yeah. No, things have been pretty hairy over here. Shop shelves are getting emptied. We got. I said I've got to get the steel for inside the door. The steel for the inside the door is only inch and a half, so it gives me a pressure point where I can push. The steel sheets are 2 mil, maybe 2 mil steel. Four are galvanised, the rest are all steel. I might even just do them all steel and paint them with, I'm going to paint some heat-proof paint in there. Then I'm going to do, after the oven's done, I'm going to get rid of clean out the back shed, start grinding the concrete back down. I haven't done no grind on that for a while. I'll put a couple of videos up. I've got to work on my truck too, so I can get it going. So I'm trying to understand. It's 3 o'clock now. I really get disappointed sometimes. Just sit here and talk to myself. I still haven't fixed the lathe yet. I still haven't found out where the bloody screws are to hold the bearing casing cap in. Holds the bearing in. Because the new bearings ain't got no cover. You got to put them in, then put the cover back over them. And I got been trying to adjust me. I did that too. One watching and another bloke popped in, but they stayed long enough to give me a view. So because they wouldn't have given me a thumbs up. My last video was welding the last of the frames together, making the centerpiece for the door. Well, it's 50 mil angle iron by 3 mil thick, by 5 mil thick is the frame. And then there's some 50 by 25 mil going in the door. It'll be 50 wide, 25 mil thick, 20 an inch thick. So we put the, hello, how you going? We're talking about my powder coat oven door at the moment. I'm going to put a layer of 2-inch white heat-proof stuff they use in the forges. It's very heat resistant. I'm going to give up, I think. Give up on these live streams altogether. I'll try and do the door the way it should be. So you can touch it without burning your hands off. I've got to get the door locks. I've got the hinges. I use those big heavy duty hinges I got because this door is going to be pretty weighty. And I've got a set of steel inch wheels. It's only so far off the ground because I've got to make a frame that fits on. When you open the door, you pull the frame down and the wheels come out. The track comes out and pulls out. Comes out and pulls out the same distance as the cupboard. It's a bit thicker, a bit wider. So it's not a hard job pushing them. Instead of picking them up, putting them up on top of picking them up, putting them off the one rack onto another rack, I'm going to be just slide that out, put everything in it, and then just push it back in. Well, I need to be doing one colour at a time. I won't be painting multiple colours. Because I've got to put a little thing around my fan so it sucks up all the dust. And my paint rack. This cold made me very, how would you put it? Very slow. I haven't wanted to do anything. Then my allergy pops up again. All my legs swelled up last night. I couldn't even walk. I said I was up most of the night trying to get it to. Well, I got an allergy and it breaks out in a big rash. And I get it everywhere. I've had it all over my face. You see the red splotches. I said, I shave my beard off because it gets in there, gets in my hair, gets all over me, underneath my arms, in my belly, my back. My back's covered in it, but it's not too bad. This is the stuff I use on it. I go through about 10 tubes a year. Yeah. I know people, I said a lot of people like watching me put me videos up piece by piece because they like the showing how to do it. But I haven't had none of them people coming on. I said, I've got 96 subscribers, but only one or two even watch it. Or whether they get even notifications because YouTube has been noted to turn notifications off, not send them. I go through them. They even took Pete from Cortina City out of my playlist that I subscribed to. It was gone, taken out of the computer. Where I thought that was wrong. I said, Pete hasn't been doing any videos lately. I don't know what he's doing. He's got all them other blokes working with him now. Driving the cars around, trashing them. Said all that money he spent, they should be looked after, not thrashed. Should drive them, yeah, but not thrash them. But that's their Pete's car, I suppose. He does what he wants. Personally, my car, no. I wouldn't let anyone drive them. Drive them myself. At least if I break it. I let one bloke drive my car one year. One time. And he come, there's a car parked on the middle of the bridge. He tried to pull off the side of the road, going over the bridge, and hit the bridge. At 70 mile an hour. That's how big Waste of space that bloke was. I'm sitting on the passenger side watching the mudguard peel off the front of the car, come up the side, right up to the driver's side, to the door on the left-hand side. Well, you guys would say the right driver's side. I was on the passenger side here in Australia, and it come back, peeled mudguard right back to the back behind the front door. And I'm sitting in the front. I wasn't very happy. I pushed the car, I grabbed the steering wheel and pushed it back over and went up onto the bridge. If I didn't do that, we missed the wheel, just took the mudguard, took the driver's passenger side mudguard completely, peeled it up. We had to get out, pulled it out, kicked it back into where we could drive it on the road. And this bloke just still sat in the middle of the bridge talking to another geezer in the car in the middle of a fucking bridge. I turned around and I took off. I threw him out of the car till I can get in the passenger seat. Unknown to me, coming home, we were doing about 100 odd miles per hour. Doing about 100 odd, and unknown to me that the oil line had been burnt off the oil pressure gauge. I didn't even take any notice. By the time I got home, she was steaming red hot. She pumped every ounce of oil out and went down to and he drove it out the back, got out, let it cool down, started it up next day, and she went clunk, 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 clank. She snapped the crank in half. Yeah, well, I don't know. I try to do pretty well. Some of these cars I had, I wish I'd never sold them. I should have put them away somewhere. But that's only a waste of time and a waste of money. I see beautiful cars that have been put away from brand new and not looked after, just left there. And the people get too old to do anything with them. They haven't driven them since new, parked it, drove it home and parked it. That was a waste of money and a waste of a good car because the water's getting into it, the mice get into it and ruin a good car. You cannot have mice. They've got a new idea out now. It's like a bubble. It's got a base and it's pumped up with the air. Once it's pumped up, it stays up. Once the pressure comes down, it pumps it back up. I was watching that. They keep mice out. Mice don't chew the plastic. No. And you can leave it in there forever and the dust does not get in there. So what's going to be happening this week, I got to order some the burners for the stove, for the powder coating oven. I ordered 3 700mm burners. They're 700 long, 4 inches and 100mm wide. One burner would be enough, but I want the oven to heat up really quickly. Once it heats up, the oven will shut down and then relight after about 15-20 minutes of heating. It should be able to hold that heat for 15-20 minutes. And it'll give it another burst and keep the heat. once the pressure's all set and everything, it should be right. I don't know. It could be 3 o'clock in the morning, midnight, or whatever over in England. I said, I don't know. I said, this is Saturday night. Normally I don't do anything on the weekend. But I thought I'd better put a something up, otherwise people think I'm pulled the pin again. No, I said, I've got to slow down. But I'm not slowing right down too much. I said, I've got to wait. With me, I've got to wait to all the time to get stuff to do. Like when I'm doing me repaint my car, it's going to take me a while because I've got a lot of work to do. Sanding's going to take me weeks and weeks and weeks of sanding because all that green paint, I'll be blocking that down. It's just a recoat because it's got a few chips in it, as I've showed this on the channel before, where I've bumped it or scratched it. I'll repair the chips and scratches with some with the spray on filler primer, because it'll get a coat of that and then it'll be blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked until I get green coming through, just lightly. And then I'll give it a coat of primer, the final primer, before you paint it. I'll give it a sealer coat after I block all that down. Some of my videos are going to be hell long because I don't edit. I should make a gap. But I'll get there. And then I'll be on to doing that extension for my workshop. I still haven't got it done. I said this is a major part of my shop because I've got to empty out where I work in the tooling department, and put the tools out there and 3 motorbikes. And out the back of that, at the back of the shop, is my gym, where I got to put my gym. I got a big gym. Yeah, it's massive. Sits against the wall at the back. The only thing I've taken off the gym is it's got 2 arm presses where you pick your weighty, lift your legs up, hold on with your arms and lift your legs up. I don't do that one because that's like trying to lift a 10-ton truck. I don't know. I've been on for 20 minutes and I've got one view, 2 views. No comments, no likes, no nothing. But I'm going to be ordering all that stuff. The steel for the door, the sheeting, inner, outer, that heat-proof stuff they use in a forge, that white stuff. You can buy that 2 inches thick. I'm going to buy a full roll if I can. It'll be a couple of $200 or $300. That's what I mean. See, that's everything I work, I've got to pay for myself. And my shop isn't a business yet. I would like it to be, so I can get off this pension. I'm 65. I'd really like to start. I don't want to be on it anymore. I want to be able to go where I want to go and do what I want to do without having some prick telling me I can't go there because I'll lose my pension, or I can't do this because I'll lose my pension. I've been working my guts out. Can't do much very often, but when I do, I said it plays havoc on me, pushing me back. But I'll get there. I really hope to increase this channel up a few more hours of watching them. They were watching me 3,000 hours or whatever it is per week. I got a lot of people just looking in and popping in, pop out, pop in, pop out. But that's just the way YouTube is. I said, I don't know. I tried to learn. I'd hate to be Barry at the moment. Those panels is how to whack something chronic. Oh, it could be redone, but it'd take a lot of work to refix them. That's where I come in handy with my lathe and my mill. I can make the panel part out of solid steel and then panel beat the bastard into shape. Oh. Making panels is not easy. There's a bloke over in the UK, in Canada. He's got a museum. He's restoring a couple of old cars at the moment. He's making a panel for this car as long as my car. From the front door, from the edge of the front door. These are two-door cars to the back. Is about the same length as what my car is from the front bumper to the back one. These are big cars. I don't know. Won't be exactly that long, but it's pretty close. The rest of the people that subscribe to my channel must be in bed asleep. You reckon you'd get 90 odd fucking subscribers looking at you at your channel, wouldn't you? I know I try to watch every video I got on my list. That's 107. And I've got probably 10 to watch tonight. That'll take me most of the night. And I'll go to bed. I've got to get up and go shopping tomorrow with my son. Yeah. The freeloader told me he was going to give me some money yesterday, but he's not. He hasn't come up. Anyhow, I'm going to sign off. This was not very popular by the looks of it. I said, if you watch it later on, send me a message what time you reckon it'd be the best time. If you live in the UK, America, what's the best time to put them on in your time? Okay. If you watch it afterwards, give me a thumbs up. Definitely give me a like, hit that like button and give me a comment. And let me know what you think. Well, I'm talking to myself. Makes me feel like a dick. And it's awkward. I can't read all that well. So there's no questions to answer for anyone or why anyone. I said I get rather confused. But no, the sheeting, the set, get back to the door and everything will be made out of that stuff. All the body work is going to be 2 inches, 3 inches of foam, that heat resistant stuff. Then the skin put on. This stuff does not burn. You couldn't burn it if you tried. So I want everything to keep the heat inside. So once I paint the interior with the white, after I put all the heaters in, I'll take them out, paint it, put them all back in, put the covers on the bottom around over the top of the others on the outside, have the hoses coming out the front, out the side, hook the bottle on, and get it all going that way. So, and I'll have a power cord, I can plug that in to a lead and press the start button and light her up and get it going. Then that make the stand come up. I can put the stand beside it. All right, everyone. I'm going to say goodbye. See you all later. But let me know what time you reckon the best time to put this on so I can talk to people if they want to watch. All right.